To acknowledge the fact that the entire world is before you is a grand expression of the boundless potential that awaits us as we journey through life.
We are the answer. We are the voice. Claim your power. We have a choice. Ain't nothing stopping us. We got
Nice.
We are watching the makings of superstars.
Hey, we dominated. It pays off in the end.
Tell you what, the future is bright in Manhattan, Kansas.
Students here at KState are getting those experiences that really prepare them for the future.
One of the unique things about Kansas State University is it was the first operational land grant, and nobody has it as central to their mission. It is about access, it is about opportunity, it is about affordability, it is about encouraging people to allow them to achieve their dreams and go beyond what they can dream.
And this team just keeps pushing.
We're all trailblazers and we're out here to push ourselves. It is possible. You can achieve anything.
I'm in a position right now where I feel the entire world is really before me.
And hear this. The world is already better with you in it.
We know if we do good things in Kansas, we can do good things around the world.
Good afternoon. I'm Jonathan Ulmer, Interim Associate Dean for the College of Agriculture. Welcome to the College of Agriculture Spring Commencement Ceremony. I wish to thank our bagpiper, David Morrison, and our organist, Josephine Benson, for the processional music. Please stand for our national anthem, sung by Animal Sciences industry graduate, Kellum Carnahan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Thank you to our U.S. Air Force Aerospace Studies cadets for the presentation of colors, and to Kellum for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. We deeply appreciate your contributions to this ceremony. You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to the College of Agriculture Spring 2026 Commencement Ceremony. Today we gather to celebrate the achievements of our graduating students. We also extend a special welcome to families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests joining us for this momentous occasion. As we begin this program, I will introduce the platform party and the College of Agriculture leadership and our distinguished faculty. I would ask that each of them stand as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning on my immediate left, Dr. Richard Litton, Kansas State University President. Dr. Jesse Perez Mendez, Kansas State University Provost and Executive Vice President. Jim Morgan, Kansas State alumni and retired Kansas agricultural educator. Dr. Adam Walker, President and CEO of the Kansas State Alumni Association. You may be seated. In the second row, Dr. Joseph Owika, Department Head, Grain Science and Industry, Director of Food Science Institute. Dr. Jason Ellis, Head, Department of Communications and Agricultural Education. Dr. Adam Allers, Professor and Faculty Fellow of Graduate Programs, Horticulture and Natural Resources. And Dr. Teresa Douthit, Interim Head, Department of Animal Science and Industry. You may be seated. Continuing on my immediate right, Dr. Dan Mosier, Eldon Gideon Dean of the College of Agriculture. Preston Dunn, graduating Senior Animal Sciences Industry and Agricultural Economics. Melanie Roney, graduating Senior Animal Sciences and Industry and Agronomy. And Kellum Carnahan, graduating Senior Animal Sciences Industry. You may be seated. In the second row is Dr. Dorval Ruiz Diaz, Interim Head, Department of Agronomy. Dr. Alan Featherstone, Head, Department of Agricultural Economics. Dr. Brian McCornack, Head, Department of Entomology. Dr. Megan Kennelly, Head, Department of Plant Pathology. You may be seated. We would also like to take a moment to recognize members of our College of Agriculture leadership who are not seated on the platform, but who are present with us on the floor today. Dr. Jane Hsu, Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Programs and Director of the Kansas Agricultural Experiment Station. Dr. Jennifer Borman, Assistant Dean of Academic Programs. And Dina Kaur, Assistant Dean and Director of Recruitment. You may be seated. In addition, our College of Agriculture faculty embody excellence in teaching, research, and service, setting a national standard and playing a vital role in shaping the next generation of agricultural leaders. They are among the very best in the country, and their dedication enriches the lives of our students and strengthens our entire academic community. Would our faculty please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. The marshals for today's ceremony are Abby Nooch, Professor, Teaching Coordinator, Grain and Food Science. Elizabeth Yeager, Professor, Teaching Coordinator, Agricultural Economics. Sarah Jackson, Professor, Teaching Coordinator, Horticulture and Natural Resources. Cassandra Jones, Professor, Teaching Coordinator, Animal Sciences and Industry. Logan Britton, Professor, Faculty Advisor, Agricultural Economics. And Anita Dilley, Professor, Teaching Coordinator, Agronomy. Please join me in a round of applause for these individuals. Thank you. We would like to take a moment to recognize all of our graduating students who have achieved exceptional academic distinction at the university level. Graduates receiving honors today have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or higher, distinguishing themselves with outstanding academic achievement. Would all students who have received academic honors please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. We also want to take a moment to recognize those students who are serving their country through the armed forces. It is an honor to have you as part of our graduating students and alums of Kansas State University. If you are active military, retired, Guard, Reserve, or headed to the military, would you please stand? Thank you for your service. I think it's also a moment for us to recognize the people that have helped you to get here. Graduates, it's time for you to celebrate the people that who have supported you through this academic journey. Would family, friends, children, and any of those who feel that they have helped one of these students get to this occasion today, please stand. Graduates, show them your appreciation. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, a College of Agriculture alumnus, retired Kansas agricultural educator, renowned FFA advisor, and lifelong agricultural producer, Jim Morgan. Mr. Morgan has dedicated more than 4 decades to the industry of agriculture and student success. Raised on a diversified farm near Greeley, Kansas, he developed a passion for agriculture early in his life and continues that legacy today as owner of H&M Angus, where he raises registered Angus cattle and breeding stock. Earning both his bachelor's and master's degree in agricultural education, Mr. Morgan began his teaching career at Lewisburg High School in 1983 as an agricultural education instructor and FFA advisor. Over the course of his distinguished career, he built one of the most accomplished FFA programs in Kansas history. Under his leadership, Lewisburg High School FFA students earned 57 Kansas FFA Career Development Event state championships, 48 runner-up finishes, and 2 national championship titles. In addition to competitive success, Morgan mentored generations of students who went on to become state FFA officers, state FFA degree recipients, and leaders within agriculture and their communities. His contributions to agricultural education have been recognized with numerous honors, including the Distinguished Service Award from the KC Area Ag Business Council, the Honorary American FFA Farmer, and the East Central District's winner of the Golden Owl Award. Morgan has also remained deeply involved in Kansas State University and the College of Agriculture through years of alumni leadership and service, including serving as the president of the KState Agricultural Alumni Association. Please help me welcome Jim Morgan to the podium.
Thank you, President Linton, Provost Mendez, Dr. Walker, Dean Dr. Dan Mosier, Dr. Ulmer, families, friends, graduates of 2026. We've all had one of those dreams where you're in deep REM sleep, you're frozen. You don't stir. Your subconscious building a story, layer after layer. Everything seems so real, so possible. And yet, when you wake up, it's like, what was that? How absurd. Where do those things even come from? Well, you're in my dream right now, my crazy, absurd dream. How is it that a farm kid from Greeley, Kansas is talking to the graduating class of the College of Ag of 2026? I mean, let's be real. I have a face for radio and a voice for silent movies. As said, I grew up on a diversified crop farm and raised Angus cattle. I was the sixth child of 8. My mom was a registered nurse. Education was very important to my parents. All 8 of us children attended Kansas State University. I didn't know what I was going to be doing when I was young in high school. I wasn't sure what my path would be, but I knew I was coming to K-State. I looked at the different ag majors. I finally chose ag education because of its versatility. As student teaching was winding down in the fall of 1982, I got a phone call from Lewisburg. They were looking for an ag teacher. I needed money because I was getting married in August. So I took the job and started January 2nd, 1983. Lewisburg was a fairly rural community in 1983. Many of the students were actual farm kids or worked on farms. Those dynamics changed in the 1990s. Overland Park was growing south, down 69 Highway. Developments were coming to Lewisburg. I wanted to keep the flow of students in my classes, so I changed my curriculum by adding horticulture, food science. I added more ag business and ag econ concepts, macroeconomics, time value of money, taxes, futures trading. Somehow I attracted a lot of good, high-quality students. I'm still amazed at the students that enrolled in my ag classes. I am very proud to say that I've had students from Lewisburg graduate from K-State in every degree program that the College of Ag offers except 2. An example, in the area of milling science, I have 7 students graduate in milling and feed science, 7 veterinarians via the College of Ag, many ag econ, ag biz, agronomy, food science, animal science grads. I've had a former student graduate from K-State every year since 1990, except 3 years. Many of those from the College of Ag. And yes, today I have 2, one in animal science and one in agronomy. Now, just a couple of examples of some of my great former students. Sometimes you just don't know. In my case, where students are going to use what they learn in my class. Gracie Key was one of those town kids that I somehow got to take my class. She was a 2-year officer, smart, hardworking. She was on my state-winning national placing floriculture and nursery and landscape teams. Gracie Key majored in apparel and textile design at K-State. She texted me one day and said, "Hey, Gracie Key, remember me?" Yeah, how could I forget Gracie Key? I just was thinking of you and all my ag adventures. We are using leaves to make patterns on fabric in class, and my professor was like, "I don't know if you know this, but there are a lot of different kinds of trees on campus." And I responded, yes, actually, my high school ag teacher forced us to walk around the entire campus and identify trees in 100-degree weather. Guilty. And then I helped everyone find their trees because we all had different trees. LOL, my professor was very excited I knew about trees. I thought it was funny that my nursery and landscape days made a comeback. Now, was that cool? Something I taught in my ag classes was used by a woman's fashion designer. Check out Gracie Key Designs on the web. Some great stuff. Some of you may be struggling with the job thing right now. I had Jessie Cooper for 4 years. She went to K-State to major in ag biz and minor in food science. She graduated in 2009. Ooh, bad timing. The economy was crashed. Jobs were few. She called me and said her only job offer was quality control at a bacon processing plant in North Carolina. I said, "Jess, you got to take it. It's not what you want, but hey, it's a job. And it's not where you start, it's where you finish." A few years later, she got a quality control job at a cheesecake factory, making 25,000 cheesecakes a day. Talk about an odor change. She is now Director of Food Safety, Quality Assurance, and R&D at Eggland's Best. Graduates, it's where you finish. I've got former students at Traveling the World that do amazing things. I wish I had more time to brag on them. So I taught public speaking as part of my ag science curriculum. I would teach freshmen how to select a topic, research it, introduction, body, conclusion, and then how to add interest gainers and maintainers to speech. I would encourage them to use familiar items to drive home points. And then I would write a story about how one speaker used this comic strip about Charlie Brown as an interest gainer in a speech. You know Charlie Brown from the holiday TV specials. The speaker set the stage. Charlie Brown was sitting at Lucy's psychiatrist booth. You know the one, the psychiatrist is in 5 cents. Lucy turned to Charlie Brown and said, "Charlie Brown, life is like an ocean liner. Some people go to the main deck and hold their deck chair facing the front of the boat, not knowing where the horizon, but ready to meet whatever challenges are headed their way. Others would go to the back of the boat, unfold their deck chair, knowing they'd been satisfied with how things are going." Lucy turns to Charlie Brown and says, "Charlie Brown, which are you?" Charlie Brown says, I'm still trying to unfold my deck chair." So graduates, we all have those days, trying to unfold our deck chair. I would tell my students as they write speeches how to interject quotes into a speech, keep the listener engaged. I gave an example of a speech I heard from a motivational speaker using a quote from a baseball player. I asked my students if they knew who Babe Ruth was, a baseball player. What was he famous for? Finally, I would get hitting home runs. The quote the speaker used in the speech about Babe Ruth, "Don't let the fear of striking out get in your way." People know that Babe Ruth was paid to hit a lot of home runs, but he often nearly struck out twice as much as he hit home runs. Graduates, don't let the fear of striking out get in your way. One thing before I conclude, I want you to thank a teacher in your life. A simple email, a stop in a grocery store parking lot, a small letter, anything. Thanking them for perhaps inspiring in you, believing in you, pushing you. Elementary, middle school, high school, please take a moment and thank a teacher. I'm going to leave you with the 4th paragraph of the FFA Creed. The FFA Creed was written actually by a man from Linden, Kansas, Irwin Milton Tiffany. E.M. Tiffany was a professor of ag education at the college, at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. In 1929, he wrote the creed for the newly formed Future Farmers of America. It's been slightly revised twice, but his main words still remain. And it's amazing how they resonate some 90 years later. I use the creed as part of making kids build public speaking skills, teaching them memorization skills. And then I would tell them how to instruct them how to add word inflection, pauses, hand gestures, things that can make a speech more meaningful. 40 plus years of teaching, 40 freshmen a year, I heard the creed a lot, but I still marvel at its words. The 4th paragraph of the FFA Creed. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining. In the life abundant with enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself. In less need for charity, but more of it when needed. In being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. Thank you all. Have a great life. May your beliefs guide you to be a better person.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate your inspiring words and your many contributions to the field of agriculture and Kansas State University. Introducing our next speaker, Melanie Roney, graduating senior with dual degrees in animal science and industry and agronomy. Hailing from Meriden, Kansas, she has been selected as our reflection speaker. Melanie grew up on her family's cattle ranch with her parents and siblings, where she developed a strong passion for agriculture and ranching. During her time at Kansas State University, she was a member of the Collegiate Cattlemen's and Kappa Alpha Theta sorority. On campus, Melanie remained highly engaged in the K-State community by participating in extracurricular activities such as intramural basketball, club volleyball, and supporting Wildcat athletics. Melanie plans to continue her education this fall at Texas Tech University, where she will pursue a master's degree in ranch management. Please join me in welcoming Melanie Roney to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Ulmer. Good afternoon, everyone. What a joy it is to be here, graduating alongside my peers with a fantastic support system surrounding us of family, friends, and faculty. It is truly an honor to speak on behalf of the class of 2026. As you reflect on your years at K-State, who are some of the influential people you have crossed paths with? Your mind probably goes to your closest friends, the ones who saw you at your best and your absolute worst. Maybe it's your judging teammates, your Greek house member class, your intramural basketball team, or even that one lab partner that helped you pass chemistry. All of these relationships, big, small, expected or unexpected, make up who we are on a fundamental level. How they formed, how long they last, and how we choose to maintain them shows the influence they've had on the kind of people we are becoming. One of the most important lessons I've learned at K-State is the value of investing in these relationships. Sometimes that investment looks like driving your roommates to class so they don't have to walk through the rain or snow. Sometimes it's supporting a sorority sister at a choir event, even though you have a test the next morning. Sometimes it's offering to pay for the necessary energy drinks at a club trip because you know it's going to be a long day. And sometimes it's choosing to be a few minutes late to class because you saw your freshman year roommate and couldn't pass up the chance to catch up with them. These small moments, these choices to show up for one another are what knit our community together. They're what make K-State feel like home. Moments of relating life experiences, hopes, and dreams draw us together. They remind us that while we came here to earn degrees, we will leave here with a network of people who have shaped our stories and will continue to influence the paths we take next. As we step into this next chapter of our lives, I hope we carry forward the same spirit of connection, community, and generosity that have defined our time at K-State. Because if there's one thing this college has taught us, it's that we thrive when we invest in one another. Graduates, remember to slow down, look back, and know that no other years will go by as fast as these have. Thank you, go Cats, and eat beef.
Thank you, Melanie, for those meaningful reflections. You captured so well what truly makes this community so special, the relationships that carry us through our time at K-State and beyond. I will now introduce our other student speaker, our student address speaker, Preston Dunn, graduating senior in animal science and agricultural economics with a minor in business. He has been selected as this year's commencement speaker. Hailing from St. John, Kansas, Preston grew up on a diversified crop and livestock operation where he developed a strong foundation in production agriculture and a deep appreciation for the industry that continues to guide his academic and professional pursuits. At Kansas State University, Preston has distinguished himself both in and out of the classroom. He has been actively involved in the Farmhouse Fraternity, the Center for Risk Management Education and Research, and has competed as a member of both the 2025 Livestock Judging Team and Meat Animal Evaluation Team. In addition, he has contributed to campus leadership and service through the Student Alumni Board and Blue Key Honor Society. Through these experiences, Preston has built a strong commitment to agriculture, leadership, and service. reflecting the values of the College of Agriculture. Please join me in welcoming Preston Dunn to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Ulmer. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, staff, friends, family, and my fellow graduates. Today, we've heard a lot about what we've earned, and that matters. But I'd ask you to reflect on something else. What might we owe? Because the truth is, none of us got here alone. Every one of us is sitting here today because someone gave, whether it was their time, their resources, or simply their belief in us. So, class of 2026, my question to you is simple. What are you going to give? I'm not a better down here, don't bear down here, down. Class of 2026, what do you give? I'm not a better down here, don't bear down here, down. 25,000, and here down 25, 50, and here down 50,000. I love a better down here, don't bear down here, down 50, 75, down 75, a better down here, don't bear down here, down 100,000, and here down 125. Let's call, and here down 125, a better down here, don't bear down here, down. Sold it your way, $100,000. In auctioneering, what would you give is a filler word, and it's often used to keep rhythm and sound smooth. But today, it's much more than a filler word, and I'm not asking for your bid. I'm asking you to reflect on a question that actually matters. What are you going to give? After today, nobody is requiring you to give anything. There's no syllabus, no deadline, no grade. But as a graduate of Kansas State, you're held to a higher standard. Are you going to give your time? Time is the one thing that all of us have and is the one thing we'll never get back. Sometimes the greatest impact you'll have is not from your job title, but from where and how you choose to show up. It might mean mentoring somebody that needs guidance, coaching a team, serving on a board, or simply just being present in your family and your community. It may not be recognized, it may not be paid, but it will certainly matter. Are you going to give financially? Someone you've never met made that decision that's helping you sit in this seat today. They didn't know your story, your major, or where you would end up. They simply believed that you were worth the investment. Maybe for you, that looks like in giving ways of creating opportunities for someone else, or helping make somebody's path just a little bit easier, because someone once did the same for you. One day, you'll have that opportunity. Not because you have to, but because you'll remember what it's meant for somebody else to invest in your future. Are you going to give your knowledge? Some of the most valuable things we learned here did not come from a class, but from the people around us. That's what makes this place so special. But what we learned here was never meant to stay here. Kansas State, the first land-grant university, was built on the idea that education should serve more than just the individual. It should serve communities. That mission is simple. Take the knowledge beyond these walls and put it to work where it matters most. Whether it's solving problems, strengthening industries, or serving in ways that only you can, what you know has value far beyond yourself. Knowledge isn't powerful because we have it, but because we can share it. So today isn't just the end of our time here. It's the continuation of that mission. So I'll ask you one more time. What are you going to give? Are you going to give your time when it's inconvenient? Give your resources when you are able? Give your knowledge where it can make a difference? Because if we do that, we won't just leave Kansas State with a degree. We'll carry its purpose and our mission with us. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Preston, for those powerful and thought-provoking words. You remind us that the value of a K-State education is not only what we take with us today, but in how we choose to invest our time, our resources, and our knowledge in the lives of others moving forward. It is now my honor to welcome President Linton to the stage for the conferral of degrees.
Well, good afternoon. Our last two student speakers, one ended with "Thank you, Go Cats, and Eat Beef," and the other one did a live auction. I can tell this is the College of Agriculture, and I love my College of Agriculture. Thank you, Dr. Ulmer. And now, this is the moment that we've gathered to celebrate. I have the great privilege of conferring your degrees today. So will all the graduates please stand? It's all right if you want to give a round of applause for these folks. By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I am very pleased to confer upon you the degrees that you have earned at Kansas State University. It is now time to take that tassel and put it on the left side of your mortarboard. Let's give them a big, big round of applause. They are now Kansas State graduates. You may all be seated.
All right, graduates. It's time to recognize you and your many hours of hard work and dedication. As you proceed to the stage, please remember to bring your grad pass with you and take a diploma cover. Your actual diploma will be mailed to you once it's confirmed that you have completed the requirements. Department heads, you are warmly invited to join us as your students receive their commemorative diploma covers. Faculty, you are also welcome to gather in the center aisle to share in celebrating your candidates' achievements. Your presence underscores the meaningful role you have played in supporting and guiding them throughout their academic careers. And we sincerely appreciate you joining us for this special moment of celebration. Will the marshals please bring the graduates to the stage to be recognized?
The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry. Aiden Michael Bartholomew. Matthew Bruns, magna cum laude. Colt James Blacklock, magna cum laude. Antonio Feliz Valentina Barrera. Madison Jade Brose. Ava Carlson, magna cum laude. Aubrey Christine Potts. Morgan Ann Brodus, magna cum laude. Katie L. Beamer. Kelsley Bergstrom. Jenna Broyles. Allison Elizabeth Brown, cum laude. Matthew Isaac Barnes. Jordan Faith Block. Campbell Clark Corini. Molly Janice Brown, magna cum laude. Carly Marie Byrne. Grace Josephine Croucher. Sarah J. Cook. Channing Fallon Callan Lass, summa cum laude. Michaela Lynn Clark Staple. Ava Grace Kuehl, summa cum laude. Kate Ann Colgan. Samantha Lynn Campbell. Connor Christian Dinkle, cum laude. Noah Davidson, Robert Choma, Carson Riley Corwin, summa cum laude, Hayden Harding Campbell, Rachel Renee Donaldson, cum laude, Grace Marie Elliott, Jacqueline A. Calenza, Yesenia Castro, Peyton Noel Foley, Kylie Donahue, Hayden Scott Doyle, Carson Marie Sykes, Haley Diane Clark, Cassandra Lynn Dissel, Tyra Daniels, Wyatt Henry Dooley, Kelly Grace Garrett, cum laude, Kelly Ann Gaffney, Julia Jane Studer, Emily Melissa Fortin, cum laude, Madeline K. Griffin,
Emily Elizabeth Braden,
Ella Elizabeth Garver, Mackenzie Don Gormley, Alyssa Marie Buckler, Ellery Fisher Hare, Jillian Grace Heidman, Kellum McCoy Carahan, summa cum laude, Melanie Rowney, summa cum laude, Preston Ross Dunn, Ella Marie Hansen, Lauren Grace Hanna, Cleo Louise Haas, Catherine Ann Hulse, magna cum laude, Chloe Ann Henderson, Jeremy B. Hilliard, Harley Ray Hornick Cap, Madison Lee Hahn, Andrew Cole Hubert, Ryan Christopher Hyman, Larissa Muniz Israel, Monica Gabrielle Knight, Michaela Ann Keith, Ella Marie Jordan, Kate Rochelle Covanda, cum laude, Mason Klug, cum laude, Ethan James Neisler, Emma Kate Lang, magna cum laude, Stephanie Joy LaFawn, Javon Lavant Lambert, Olivia Lawson, Hayden David Lott, cum laude, Jessica Dawn McIntosh, Tate John McGinn. Rylan Elizabeth Marshall. Olivia McComber. Cassie Joe Miller, cum laude. Kiana Joe Langton. Riley Claire Pierce. Dana Nicole Madison. Haley June McDermott, summa cum laude. Kaylee Ryan McKay. Kaylee Noemi Mejia. Joey Mayer, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Renee Mayer, cum laude. Hayden Haglund. Madeline Rose Mayer. Reese Lauren Osiander. Malia Pebley. Madison Raguette. Sabria Lily Samo. Haley Robinson. Lillianne Joelle Ross, summa cum laude. Roberto Mitchell Rivas. Dustin Rhodes. Savannah Lee Page. Mason Earl Roberts. Luke Rodabaugh. Natalie Ann Repke, cum laude. Ethan Staley. Laura Jean Rubin. Courtney Elizabeth Shendon. Elizabeth Catherine Schaefer, summa cum laude. Sierra Dawn Swank. Callahan Tuffy Rywald, summa cum laude. Nissa Olson. Kaylee Stubbs. Cecilia Leanne Newby, cum laude. Tanner Lee Shipman. Alexandra Elizabeth Sorrow. Morgan Olivia Vaughn. Emily Elaine Sherbarth. Ashley Nicole Smith. Paige Taylor Soper, magna cum laude. Bryson Kale Staycool, cum laude. Jordan Ash Sylvester, summa cum laude. Riley Danielle Youngers. Bailey Aaron Thornton. Zoe Vera Tarmina. Skylar Maylin Venables. Aaron Reese Vaughn. Isabel Alma Wheeler. Peyton Renee Walk. Aspen Noel Young. Skylar Ward, summa cum laude. Sydney Williams. Kylie Marie Jones. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Agricultural Economics. Anthony Francis Savignano III. Alex Matthew Kerr. Joel Christopher Bryan, summa cum laude. Joshua David Hamas, magna cum laude. Cameron Lee Oswald. Lauren Olivia Ost. Jonathan James Tomat, magna cum laude. Corbin Briggs Clausen. Ander John Briscoe. Wyatt Raymond Sims. Nathan Thomas Atkins. Emily Grace Friesen. Isabel Ann Simadeni. James Michael DeRucci, magna cum laude.
Joining James on stage is his father, Dr. DeRuccia, professor and swine extension specialist in animal science and industry.
Abigail Laspada. Jillian Ebrau Villa. Madeline Rose Hill, cum laude. Mackenzie Joe Malson, cum laude. Cambry Shay Schmall, summa cum laude. Clarissa Renee Dahlquist. Creighton Allen McCafferty, magna cum laude. Rex Walter Krotz. Emma Grace Duff. Cav Christian Cogren. Annie Margaret Peterson. Wade Harris. Lane Shockey. Cade Mecklenburg. Matthew Robert Reynolds. Ryan Matthew Feldkamp, summa cum laude. Blake Scott Fowler. Evan Charles Fowler. Ashton Lowe. Matthew Halfigler. Lucas Allen DeDonder. Jackson Wyatt Arender. Delaney Austin New, cum laude. Jenna Nicole Richardson, summa cum laude. Sydney Marie Schmidt. Emma Harrison. Emily Stevens. Shyla Marie Rose Mark. Kinsley K. Garrison. Harrison Frederick Ben, summa cum laude. Xander Seth, cum laude. Cora Rain White. Madeline Arlene Welch. Margaret May Lugo. Brandon Springston. Eric Lee Bloom. Sydney Ray Dumler. Cheyenne Rose Hansiker. Leanna Salee Rust. Kylie Fox. Reed Davis Hedrick. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Agronomy. Dawson Bernhide. Reese Gregory Grayful, summa cum laude. Lawrence Kerr. Braden Cole. Adeline Rose Kopp, summa cum laude. Vincent Louis Autry. Caitlin Alice Peters. Caleb Matthew Reese. Hayden Ross. Taylor Marie Schoner, cum laude. Coy Wade Stam, cum laude. Kevin Patrick Winkle. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Communications and Agricultural Education. Kelvin Eugene Peterson, magna cum laude. Daniel Moylan. Levi Dylan Hood. Lindsay Christine Garrett. Lauren Eloise Fry. Casey Butler. Allison Lena Arment, cum laude. Carly Albright, summa cum laude.
Kia Brown.
Pepper Gitchell Unruh.
Michaela Samuelson.
Kaylin Betty Sumner. Katie Cummings, summa cum laude. Ella Christine Pacta, cum laude. Allie Ann Seltman, magna cum laude. Lily Jolene Richenberger. Morgan Lee Young. Shelby Lynn Seibel, cum laude. Carly Ray Windemeyer. Perry Elena Andres. Madison Neal, summa cum laude. Kinsley K. Bonura, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Robinson. Dominique Montez, magna cum laude. Avery Channing Eckhoff. Morgan Donaldson. Katie Juanita Pieper. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Entomology. Tansy Hill. McKay Davis. Rose Leanne Scott. Victoria Pfeiffer. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Grain and Food Science. Hunter Bumer. Chance Alexander Gilpin. Colin Henry Smith. Joseph Timothy Wells. Grace Elaine Young, magna cum laude. Preston Taylor McCarty. Lorenzo DeSalle Lewis Jr. Michael Joseph McQueenie III. Ethan Joseph Hunt. Charles Griffin Cummings. Meredith Kushoba, magna cum laude. Catherine Grace Delzett, cum laude. Carolyn Ann Herman. Jana Sue Johnson, cum laude. Curtis James Leland Kingston. Matthijs Marie Moore. Ella Wilson. The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Horticulture and Natural Resources. James Andy Land III, cum laude. Chloe Lynn Pontius. Ethan Thomas Bartholomew, cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Neff. Sean Ferguson. Rhett Eric Wayner. Aaron Michael Goodwin. Tyler Allen Epp. Raheem Javante Stone. Clayton Meade Mombello, cum laude.
Alexander Edward Lindsay.
Timothy Pierce. Lily Catherine Smith. Hayden Bracken. Kirsten Nicole Heimer. Emily Ann Necessary, cum laude. William Scott Bodenhausen. Luke Henry Van Boeven. Joel Michael Hardwick. Liam Laster. Jet Riley Schmidt, summa cum laude. Kaya Kaylee Lohman. Elliot A. Barrientos. Gage Russell. Elise Gerard, magna cum laude. Isabella Showalter.
The following students are receiving degrees from the Department of Veterinary Medicine.
Kylie Eileen Schaefero, summa cum laude.
Graduates, congratulations. Congratulations on your many achievements and reaching this milestone. To officially welcome you into the KState alumni family, please join me in welcoming Dr. Adam Walker, President and CEO of the KState Alumni Association.
All right, newest alumni. I'm honored to be here today to officially welcome you into the KState alumni family and the KState Alumni Association. As a new alum, you join a powerful network of more than 213,000 living graduates of Kansas State University. And wherever life takes you, you'll find K-Staters ready to support, encourage, and celebrate you. Founded in 1874, the K-State Alumni Association has long served as a central connection point for all K-Staters. As a self-governed nonprofit, we proudly act as the independent voice of K-Staters. Our mission is simple and strong: to reach, connect, and serve all members of our K-State community. Our core values guide us in this mission, and in fact, connect is at the heart of who we are. Through the association, you can stay in touch with moments and memories that shaped your K-State experience. From watch parties to pregame events to gatherings around the country and even the world, we create opportunities to help you stay involved and stay inspired. And I encourage you to find other K-Staters wherever you go. In fact, recently, we launched Ask a K-Stater, a digital-powered network and career progression tool. Use it to help connect with 213,000 alumni. Our second value is tradition, and you'll feel that tradition this weekend, whether it's singing the alma mater for the first time as a new graduate or taking those KSU photos around campus. And finally, purple. For K-Staters, purple is far more than a color. It represents pride, unity, and family. When you see someone wearing that K-State purple or sporting that paracat, you instantly feel that unmistakable sense of belonging. To celebrate your graduation, Dean Mosier, the College of Agriculture, and the K-State Alumni Association are pleased to present to you a complimentary one-year paid membership. We hope you enjoy the benefits of the K-Stater magazine, special discounts, events, and of course that connection to K-State. And after that year, we ask you to continue to join and become a member, because your support helps guide future Wildcats just like you. In fact, K-State alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. We're ranked top 10 and top 10 in the country, and #1 in the Big 12 in membership. And that loyalty spans generations of Wildcats who share that same pride you feel today as you receive your degree from one of the finest institutions in the nation. Finally, we're delighted to present to you an exclusive K-State business card holder. Display it proudly, and wherever your journey unfolds, new jobs, new homes, new titles, please keep your information up to date so we can stay connected. Congratulations. Go Cats.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. Graduates, commencement is not about the end, but rather the beginning. The beginning of new careers, for some new families, and for all of you, a new stage in your lives. You can be proud to be a graduate of Kansas State University, the first operational land grant in the nation. But we do have a few expectations of you as a K-State College of Agriculture graduate. First, we expect you to capitalize on your education and the training that you have received to make valuable contributions in your careers and to your professions, as well as to continue your professional development as a lifelong learner. Secondly, we expect you to build upon the outstanding record of citizenship, philanthropy, and service that you have established at K-State as you start your careers or as you continue your schooling. Get involved and be engaged in community activities. They need your talents and your leadership skills. Finally, what truly makes the K-State College of Agriculture great is the involvement and the expectation of our alumni. Thus, we expect you to keep bleeding purple, to stay involved with K-State, and to continue to challenge us to be our best. I am confident that I speak for all our faculty, staff, and administrators when I say that it has truly been our privilege to contribute to your education and be a part of your lives. We are very proud of you, and we wish each of you the very best. Thank you all for participating in this special occasion for our graduates. Audience, we ask that you please remain seated for the formal recessional. For our adjournment, please rise and join us in singing the alma mater, led by graduate Kellum Carnahan.
I know a spot that I love full well. 'Tis not in forest nor yet in dale. Ever it holds me in magic spell. I think of the alma mater. KSU will carry the banner high. KSU, long, long may thy colors fly. Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
You may be seated. Before we conclude the ceremony, let's celebrate our newest alumni with the Wabash Cannonball. As we conclude the ceremony, we ask that you please be seated one more time. Graduates, the marshals will dismiss you in rows. Families, please meet your graduates up on the concourse or outside as preparations for our next ceremony begin immediately. Congratulations again, graduates. We are proud of your accomplishments at K-State, and you should be too. Now, go celebrate and change the world. Go Cats!